Good afternoon, everybody. I hope everyone's having a great day so far. We're going to go look at some more market movers today, a list of 15 that are on MTG stocks, and we're going to look at a foil, and we're going to also look at the biggest loser of the day according to their data. And I hope we are getting some movers that are not just reserve list today, but we're going to have to see about this here. So our number one card here from the 15th spot is Citadel Druid. This is up 29% from 1377 to 1799, and yep, looks like we're starting off with a reserve list card. Not the most expensive reserve list card, but nonetheless, this is from Antiquities. Very hard to find these in near mint, and it looks like the buyouts are continuing. And the next card is Tegrid, God of Fright. This is the showcase version. This is up 30% from $20.38 to $26.65. And yes, this is a showcase version, which means that there's probably going to be a pullback in price soon. But to be honest, the main reasons why this card is going up is because of oppression. And this is a great discard outlet, and they pair well together. But there's also, it's just one of those cards that just goes so well with a lot of cards that you can combo with. Adventurer's Guildhouse, this is Legends. This is up 34% from $13.49 to $18.15. And no, this is not a reserve list card, but it's from Legends, which is small print run. We have Phyrexian Portal from Alliances. This is up 37% from $5 to $6.87. This is a cheap reserve list pickup, so people are trying to buy it out right now, and it continues from this list yesterday. Nova Pinnacle, this is from Legends. This is up 41% from $40.88 to $57.85. And this is a reserve list card as well from Legends. Halls of Mist, Ice Age, this is up 49% from $2.99 to $4.47. You know that you're having issues with buyouts in the market when you're seeing a lot of Homelands and Ice Age cards on there. And it looks like people are still looking to buy out cheap copies of reserve list cards. Avenging Angel, another cheap copy of reserve list card. This is up 51% from $2.23 to $3.37. So because Tempest, you can't tell whether or not they're rare or not just based on looking at them. Some of them, these cards will be in bulk bins, so I'd be looking at them if you have any bulk bins to go through. Alkur's Tomb from Legends. This is a reserve list card as well, and it is up 51% from $20.68 to $31.34. Now, there's not a lot of copies on the market that are near mint, and it looks like this is on a lot of people's list for buyouts, so keep an eye out for that. Cosmic Intervention. This is from Kaldheim, but this is from the pre-constructed commander decks that you get along with the set, and it's 55% up today from $5.21 to $8.09. And because it comes in a cheap pre-constructed deck, I would not be paying these prices, so keep an eye out for them, though, if you do find cheap copies if you're looking for Sing. Charizard. No, this is not Charizard. This is Charizard from Arabian Nights. This is up 55% from $318 to $494. Now, this is a reserve list card, so it's still not at its all-time highs. Believe it or not, this thing was peaking at $750. Will it see those prices again? I don't know. When it did hit that high, all we do know that it came crashing down quite fast. Voragroth, Bloodkey Seer, showcase version. This is up 60% from $9.93 to $15.97. Now, this is one of the better looking showcase cards. I took a look at all of them, and this one actually was on my top of the list. But it's a great card because it lets you tutor as well. So think of it like a demonic tutor on a card that's got a body on it. So I think it's actually a pretty good card. Temporal Aperture, this is Urza Saga, and yes, it is a reserve list card. This is up 75% today from $14.24 to $24.95. Now, this I would consider still a fairly cheap reserve list card, but I wouldn't be paying these prices, especially when they spike so aggressively like this, because if you look in 2018, any reserve list card that's seen these massive spikes had a crazy pullback, and I expect a lot of these cards to do the same once the market settles. Brook Egg version 2 from Arabian Nights. This is up 110% from $17.95 to $37. So it was actually our biggest loser the other day. So it looks like people saw this card go down and they said, well, no, this is Arabian Nights. They're hard to find these cards in good condition. And if you're looking for something to collect, this is one of those cards. Sandals of Abadallah. This is Arabian Nights, but this is a reserve list card from Arabian Nights. This is up 120% from $44.48 to $98. Now, Arabian Nights obviously is a hard to find set of good condition cards, but this is at its all-time high. Serendipity, another Arabian Nights card. Seems to be the theme of this video today is Arabian Nights. This is up 124% from $847 to $1,800.99. Wow. So this card is at its all-time high, but it's funny to see just a lot of Arabian Nights cards in general being on this list, and it looks like it's just one of those rare sets. We're going to take a look at a foil today, so I'm going to try to include these in every video. Just a foil that I want to talk about that I've seen go up on the market, and this is Plague Dogs from Urza's Destiny. Now, old bordered foils are almost like reserve list cards now, so if you have any, don't sell them. They're only going to go up in price in my estimation. If you can find cheap copies of this, I would take a look on eBay or maybe a local card shop. This is up 175% from 154 to 425, but this isn't reserve list. Just imagine if this was reserve list, the scarcity on the market, what the price would do. So today's biggest loser on the market here today. Is it going to be an old card or is it going to be something new? It is an old card, and it's Urnum Djinn, and this is another Arabian Nights card. It seems to be more than just the theme for this video, but it seems to be the premise. It's $4,000 to $460, so that's quite the dip. But if you look at that spike recently, this seems like it was clearly market manipulation and probably just some prices listed way too high on eBay and other sites like TCG Player, and maybe some people realize, wait a minute, this is not even reserve list. Why are we listing it at this price? And they maybe took down the listing. Final thoughts on the market here today. So it looks like Arabian Nights is becoming the new set to hunt for cards, whether they are reserve list or not, as we've seen today. But obviously there's going to be a lot of market corrections based on pricing. That's why you have to be careful when you're looking for cards on eBay or even TCG Player. Some of these prices are manipulated, and obviously you can see that from the data here from MTG Stocks. But overall, it looks like the reserve list buyouts are still happening, and we can go into debate as to why that is. One of the reasons why it could be is that the newer cards just don't look that feasible from a collectible perspective, and people are looking for those newer cards to sell, to buy into reserve list cards or trade it in from a store and then purchase them as well. But it's also just a nice hard asset as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below, and I'll see you again in the next Market Movers.